Sometimes you can judge a book by its cover. I'm Heather Vitale for Harness Racing Update. This is Tactical Approach. He's the 2023 Hambletonian winner and a graduate of the Lexington Selected Yearling Sale. So which champions will come out of this year's auction? Well, only time will tell. But I do know that day one and day two have been incredible, and it's time to move on to the action from day three. One of the most highly anticipated horses to walk through the ring on Wednesday was hip number 440, my BFF Annie. The Crawford Farms team was excited to watch their trotter being bid on, and with good reason. The daughter of Tactical Landing is a full sister to the top 2-year-old colt, Carl. When the gavel dropped, my BFF Annie brought $435,000 and will be trained by Nancy Takter. That was so much fun to watch. Was it as much fun bidding?
It's exciting to purchase a horse like that. She's a beautiful individual. She was raised right, and being a full sister to Carl, that makes it extra exciting. He's such a wonderful individual, and he's performing really well on the racetrack. And a filly like her has a lot of residual value as a broodmare in the future. Being Carl's sister, and the rest of the family's a pretty good, decent racehorse family too. So it was definitely really exciting. I'm happy we got her. They dragged it out a little bit, and I was like, just drop the damn hammer already.
They were like at 425, and I'm like, okay, what's happening?
What's going on? I was like, just be done already.
Now, would you have gone higher? Or how high? That's the question. How high would you have gone?
We didn't really have a number in mind. It was kind of spur of the moment, how we felt at the moment. But I knew she was going to bring over 400 because she is really an exceptional individual. And, to purchase an individual like her, that you're going to have to go that far.
Then you have Carl, and I know he's a bit of a personality. He's got a big one. So when you see her, what are their comparisons? How much do they look alike? Because they actually don't look a whole lot alike, do they? But you tell me.
So their colors are definitely different because Carl's dark bay with a blaze, and she has no white on her. And she's a light bay. But they do have a lot of similar lines. The shoulder line, hip line, stuff like that. She's a freak in the paddock. She had a great video. Which is one of Carl's strengths is that he's so good gaited, and he has such an efficient gait and covers ground so well, which anybody that watches him race would agree with that. It just looks so easy when he's going across the track or over the track. So I think that's their biggest similarity, and I think that's probably the most important similarity at this point. So hopefully they'll have more similarities in the future, but we'll start with that one.
Yeah, and when you go and you watch the video, okay, of course she's phenomenal in that. Did you actually go to the farm to see her?
Yeah, I actually did go up to Crawford Farms and looked at their entire consignment, and I think I've bought 3 or 4 from their consignment. They had a really good consignment this year. So we went up there for the day. I actually brought my dad with me, and we spent the day together and looked at all of Michelle and Al's babies, and we're super impressed, and she was definitely one that stuck out for us. So, on the flight home from there, we were kind of, trying to figure out how we were going to get it done, and I'm happy we did.
Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Again, you got to experience this in person, because I was like doing one of these after I was watching it. I'm so happy for you, and best of luck with her.
Thank you very much.
Another Crawford Farms yearling caught the attention of some new investors in the biz. Hip number 450, Missouri, a daughter of Father Patrick, was purchased for $140,000 by Armitage Farm. Jim McLane and Rita Armitage own the farm, and it wasn't that long ago they started owning racehorses with friends Doug and Roz Paul of M&L, Delaware. Jim, you and Rita are brand new in the business pretty much, so how and when did you guys get into it?
We bought a horse farm in Kentucky around Lexington in the Midway area, September the 1st.
Oh my goodness. So now, before you bought the farm, did you have any racehorses? Were you familiar at all with standardbred racing?
we were in partnership and had some horses, got an interest. My wife is from Kentucky. We were walking around thinking about buying a horse farm, and the reason I invested in this business is because the people in this business are so helpful that I felt like they would keep us on the right track.
So I know Rita is a Kentucky girl herself, so she must be over the moon about having a horse farm here in her home state. So you guys just said, wow, this is a dream and we want to raise yearlings to sell?
Yeah, well, we were more interested in raising yearlings than we were in the racing end of it. My granddaughter is a hunter jumper, and we always wanted a farm, but it seemed like a reach because we didn't know a lot about it. But with the help of our friends here in Kentucky, Kentuckiana, Peninsula, we actually bought the farm from Bob Brady's daughter, who is a real estate agent. So everybody was just super helpful.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, now I know that you've bought quite a few yearlings. You spent, I think, about $1.5 million actually, and we're only through the half of day 3. How many total have you gotten?
I think right now we've probably got about 12 horses. So we're having some come off the racetrack. So we might start off with 20 horses.
Now, the yearlings that you're buying, though, you're going to actually compete with them, right? You're going to race them, and then they will become brood mares, or they'll be part of your farm?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then do you have any brood mares picked out, then, for your farm right now that you just bought September 1st? I can't believe that. That's so wild. So do you have brood mares?
We're going to go into the mixed sale to see if we can get some brood mares to kind of breed this season. But, we're going to start slow and try to get some quality trotters. We're interested in trotters and stay in that particular gate because I feel like, being as I know nothing, it'd be better to know something about trotters than.
Well, they are very valuable, especially those female trotters, as far as being a brood mare, if they're good ones. Now,
I understand that I bid on them, so I know they're more valuable.
That's right. That's right. Now, Armitage Farms, that is the name of your farm. We want to make sure that everybody out there knows that. Is that correct?
Yes. That's Rita's name. She went to medical school here at the University of Kentucky and practiced ophthalmology. So we thought it was fitting that we would call it Armitage Farm.
Okay, all right. I love it. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. I love when we have new people investing in the business, and I love the huge plug that you gave for everybody as far as them coming to bat for you and helping you out to start this farm.
Thank you.
Also jumping in on the day 3 trotting filly game was Determination. The tactical landing lass out of Swing It Kathy, named Lisbon with hip number 509, was purchased for $375,000 and consigned by Hunterton. There's that expression, who rules the world, girls, but I think it's who rules the world, trotting girls. I mean, they are in control of this business at these yearling sales.
Absolutely, especially today. Top 10 or top 11 horses sold were trotters today. And listen, the trotting market is definitely strong. There's no doubt about that. And they sold one for $4 and change, $435, and another one for $350 or something like that today. But overall, another good day. Trotters did rule the show a little bit, but we sold 12 more horses than last year. Gross is up, average is up, median stand hung at 40,000, and we had another good day, and it's just smooth sailing from here because it's 3 sessions in the book, and the buyers, sellers, they're holding in strong. And I got to give a shout out to the Crawford Farms. They sold a sales topper today, and listen, it's third day selling one for $435, and it's their pride and joy up there and stuff like that. So we're happy for their team. They do a great job. They've had a great sale, and coming in I felt it was their best yearling crop they've ever had, and but they've invested a lot of money into their broodmare band. So it's a big vicious cycle, and I'm happy to see them be rewarded for it for sure.
So yeah, we've got 2 more days left. So what do we expect to see?
Really, you get tomorrow here again, going to the depth. I think it's going to be another solid market tomorrow. I really do. Start at 1 o'clock again. Got a nice offer. We have maybe like 225 or 230 tomorrow, and then we go into Friday night with the regional sales. But I expect another solid session tomorrow. There's no reason why not. I mean, we've been basically up every session, as far as median and average, and I just anticipate a strong marketplace for sure. But here again, I think the horse is warranted though.
Yeah. Well, looking forward to tomorrow, Thursday night, and I'll see you back then.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Day 3 is in the books. Thank you so much for joining me here at the 2023 Lexington Selected Yearling Sale. Now, of course, for full coverage, just check out harnessracingupdate.com. I'm Heather Vitale for HRU.